Alright, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Mr. Blackhammer 2021. I'm going to do a WWE Monday Night Raw review that happened last night. These are the matches that took place tonight on Monday Night Raw. I will go do a full review. I will talk about the news and rumors in WWE and a few things with AEW. But I will talk about Monday Night Raw. As I said, this is Mr. Blackhammer 2021. This video was sponsored by PlayStation. It was sponsored by JD from New York, Solomon the Sound Off, Fight for Pro Wrestling, The Wrestling Inc., The Wrestlevote, the Wrestling is Herb, and all the other podcasters out there. Um, I got more on the way. Hit that like button. I want to say thank you for watching. Thank you for all the support. Let's get right into the review. Hopefully y'all can hear me. I hope that y'all can hear me. I'm gonna go right into this review. I thought Monday Night Raw last night was absolutely freaking boring. The show sucks. It was freaking boring. The only thing that was good was everything with the Bloodline and the Judgment Day. They had to work as allies to take out Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, and Matt Riddle, and Legado. We had Solo Sikoa versus Rey Mysterio, Bianca versus Dakota Kai. We had, they had put the woman very garbage lately. Sonya Deville and Chelsea, and Michin and Candice LeRae were terrible. That was like 2 minutes. We also had Trish Stratus explain her essence of why she turned on Becky. Yes, Trish Stratus is gonna be a heel. Who knows how long she can be on Monday Night Raw, but it looks like they might force it down her throat. They were piping in fake crowd chant for Trish Stratus. I don't know why. Don't know why they did that. Now her heel turn can be forced down our throats. We also had Seth Rollins beat The Miz. And then we had Bobby Lashley and Austin Theory. Bronson Reed came out. Bronson Reed and Bobby Lashley going to continue their feud. And then Brock Lesnar and Cody Rhodes. Brock Lesnar came out. Still no explanation why Brock Lesnar is wrestling Cody Rhodes at Backlash, but they did make the match official. I thought it was terrible. What they did with Cody Rhodes, having to fight through 20, 30 security guards, and then acting like a heel, beating them up. Brock Lesnar standing there on the stage. Cody Rhodes looked kind of goofy. There's still no explanation why the match is happening. It's just happening because they need a big match and something needs to happen for Cody Rhodes. So for the first time ever, Brock Lesnar and Cody Rhodes at Backlash. Yeah. So, we all know that Vince McMahon is booking this show. Vince McMahon turned Cody Rhodes into Captain America. Vince McMahon turned Cody Rhodes and Brock Lesnar into a comedy show. I thought the show was absolutely fucking boring and terrible. Yeah. Cody Rhodes and Brock Lesnar, the feud continued to get worse. As I said, Vince McMahon had legitimately turned it into a circus, with Brock Lesnar dressing as Jeepers Creepers. Jeepers Creepers. Where are those Jeepers? Also, Cody Rhodes unrealistically taking out over 20 security guards. Trish Stratus and the forced heel turn being shoved down her throat. Seth Rollins continued to show why he needs a world championship. And as I said, Judgment Day make a deal with the Bloodline for only one night only. Thought this show was absolutely terrible. Oh wait. The show sucked. This was terrible. This show was absolutely terrible. Absolutely garbage with this show. You know, I was gonna talk about the other review, but I might want to talk about it. Like so the show opened up with the best two factions, the Bloodline and Judgment Day. Paul Heyman came out and said that the trilogy were the deal for one night only, a short-term deal with the Judgment Day. If the Judgment Day can help them take out Matt Riddle, Kevin Owens, and Sami Zayn, and if the Bloodline can take out Legado. So they booked, as I said, Rey Mysterio versus Solo Sikoa. The match was pretty good. It was decent. Solo Sikoa won. He been booked very very strong lately with since being with the Bloodline. He beat Rey Mysterio, and in the main event, the Monday Night Raw, we did get the Judgment Day versus Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, and Matt Riddle in a six-man tag. Oh, and by the way, they did announce and it's been advertised at Backlash in 2 weeks. We will see the Bloodline versus Matt Riddle, Kevin Owens, and Sami Zayn. We will. So that will be on the pay-per-view, along with Brock Lesnar and Cody Rhodes. So, yeah. Alright, so after that, hold on. After that match, after that, we did get a backstage segment with Paul Heyman backstage with the Judgment Day. Heyman implored the Judgment Day to live up to their end of the deal. Um, we did get Bronson Reed and Bobby Lashley versus Austin Theory. Bronson Reed cost Bobby Lashley a win over Austin Theory. Thought the match was decent. I didn't really care about it because we've seen Austin Theory and Bobby Lashley a few times. We saw this a few months ago. We saw this last year, so I wasn't interested. But Bronson Reed came out and called it the end in a DQ. He cost Bobby Lashley the match and went after Bobby Lashley. So those two are still going to continue their feud. Bronson Reed hasn't been pinned in a one-on-one match since being on the main roster. Bobby Lashley still looks strong. Austin Theory, I don't know what he's doing. He's the U.S. champion. He hasn't really done anything. After being John Cena, he had no one to feud with. I don't think he's gonna defend it at Backlash. After that, we got Bianca Belair. She beat Dakota Kai. This match, I think the crowd was pretty much dead. The crowd was out of it. This match was okay. Hopefully, they break up Damage Control and have them go their separate ways, because Dakota Kai hasn't booked much yet. Io Shirai has not been doing anything. Bayley, I think she deserved better, but she hasn't really done anything. But the match was alright, even though the crowd was dead silent. Bianca won with a KOD, and that was it. After that, we did get Trish Stratus. As y'all know, that Trish Stratus revealed she was the one who attacked Lita. Then she attacked Becky last week and turned heel. By the way, this entire promo with Trish Stratus, they were piped in fake crowd chants, and it was clear there that you heard it. After looking at the crowd wasn't reacting. I mean, people wanted to cheer for her, not boo her. And by the way, Trish Stratus is a legend. She's also a part-timer. Having her be a heel and be forced down her throat, she's taking a spot from another woman that deserved to be pushed and deserved to get over. I don't know why I put an old veteran who had no business being in the ring. And there's no way that we're gonna get this at SummerSlam. That should not happen. It might be a backlash, maybe in Saudi Arabia, or maybe they did it on Raw and we get it done over with. I don't want to see Trish Stratus. I don't want to see Lita. Becky Lynch. I think she should be in a big feud at SummerSlam against Rhea Ripley. Yeah. They did tease it. At this point, I don't really care about Trish Stratus and Becky Lynch. That's doing nothing for me. They did show highlights of what happened last week. After that, we did get Seth Rollins and The Miz. Seth Rollins continued The Miz's downfall. Seth Rollins beat The Miz and it pretty good. They got the crowd going for the bell ring, and then both of them went at it, and that was it. So yeah, Seth Rollins beat The Miz for the curb stomp, and that was it. Seth Rollins ain't really doing anything on Raw. Monday Night Raw had been boring and the same old shit, and Seth Rollins, he had no one to feud with. He's in no new program. He should be competing for a world championship, but Reigns had both belts, and he's not going to be on TV not until next month. But yeah, so after that, we did get a backstage segment. After that, we did get a backstage segment with Matt Riddle, Kevin Owens, and Sami Zayn. Matt Riddle saying he wants a piece of the bloodline because he was taken out by Solo Sikoa 4 months ago. And then you gotta remember that the bloodline took out Randy Orton, and then he lost to Roman Reigns. And I can understand that, why he's upset and why he wants a piece of the bloodline. Anyway, after that, we got a match that was also a waste of time. We had Mia Yim and Candice LeRae versus Sonya Deville and Carmella. I mean Chelsea Green. Chelsea Green and Sonya Deville defeated Mia Yim and Candice LeRae. The match was like what, 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes. The match was a waste of time. The match was terrible. Now, as I said, Brock Lesnar and Cody Rhodes. Brock Lesnar and Cody Rhodes was a waste. I didn't like the segment. Now, Cody Rhodes came out in his wrestling gear. He also came out in his suit later on, but he came out in his wrestling gear because he wants a piece of Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar comes down. There's like 20 or 30 different security guys. Cody Rhodes fights off unrealistic. He fights off like 20, 30 security guards just to get to Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar wearing a cowboy hat, wearing this attire that looks like Jeepers Creepers. Jeepers Creepers, where are those peepers? It looks ridiculous. But Adam Pearce made the match official. There's still no explanation why these two are feuding. It's just happening. I don't know why. It was lazy the way how they announced it last week. You know, because that's what the commentary said, that Brock Lesnar was upset of him being on the WrestleMania card. They opened the show. I thought that was lazy and lame, what they said last week. I think we would know better. And the way how Cody was presented, he was presented like a heel. He looked like an idiot in this segment. It's not going to get him over. It might shove him down our throats. I don't know who's going to win this map, but I'll tell you, this map will go 10 minutes or 8 minutes. This map will not like, I'd be shocked if they went over 10 minutes. But this map will be short, and that's it. Yeah. I thought this show was just boring. Like, the only thing that they really built was the opener and the ending. And that was it. That was really it. So, yeah. Hold on. Yeah. Now we also had a backstage segment with the Master Male models. We had Maxine Dupree and Chad Gable fight over Otis. I really hope that they break them up and give hopefully Chad Gable go by himself. Hopefully I'm hopefully when the draft comes, when the WWE draft comes, that they trade Chad Gable maybe to SmackDown, or maybe Otis goes to SmackDown with Master Milano. Chad Gable stays on Raw, and we build up Chad Gable as a single guy, and Chad Gable can finally get over and get that single put that he deserves. Now this segment was alright. Um, they're still teasing and they're still building up Otis to be with the Master Male models, and Chad Gable will be a single guy. I think I think they're almost there. Yeah. Alright. And now finally to our main event. The Judgment Day versus Matt Riddle, Kevin Owens, and Sami Zayn. Uh, Matt Riddle then won. And after that, we had a big brawl between the Bloodline. They came out and attacked them. Then we had the Lookout. We had LWO. They all brawled in the ring. And standing tall was LWO, Matt Riddle. And that was it. And now at the end of the show. So Monday Night Raw really, it wasn't really that good. It was kind of like nothing show. So yeah. 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 So well, since I got that out of the way, I can now talk about the news and rumors of WWE. Now, I did not review SmackDown because SmackDown there was nothing really to talk about. All I know that last week on SmackDown, there's a major bloodline tension tea between Jey Uso and Paul Heyman. So like, something gonna happen when Roman Reigns comes back to SmackDown. Something will happen. Now Paul Heyman's Now as you guys know, Paul Heyman spoke behalf of Roman Reigns, said that Roman Reigns is losing patience with the Usos. A major storyline twist is coming. A party split of the bloodline may be happening. And as I said, so WWE also changed the name of the King of the Ring pay-per-view to Night of Champions. So it's not called the King and Queen of the Ring. It's now called Night of Champions. That's the pay-per-view on May 27th in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. And how it's all done permanently. Now, as you know, that's the pay-per-view where Roman Reigns will get to 1,000 days. So that should be good. He's not losing the title. Now, also on SmackDown, Shinsuke Nakamura returned to WWE. He wrestled Madcap Moss in a 2-minute match. As you guys know, Drew McIntyre blacked out his Twitter page after rumors of him being unhappy in WWE. Yeah. Also, I forgot to say that CM Punk return plan with and want in and want all in with AEW. CM Punk return date revealed. He wants to come back to AEW. Now, as y'all know that yeah, CM Punk AEW return date revealed. Want to work with Kenny Omega, Young Bucks. CM Punk want back in All Elite Wrestling, and reports is willing to work with Kenny Omega, Young Bucks, and Adam Page, as he has several scenarios mapping out his return, but it's up to Tony Khan at this point. How much said the Warner Bros. Discovery have in the matter? Does the Elite want him back, and why hadn't Kenny Omega been offered a new AEW contract? And potentially because of CM Punk coming back to AEW, there's so many questions regarding the biggest drama in AEW history. Also, the WWE draft is coming up on May 8th, after Backlash on May 8th on Monday Night Raw, and it reports that Triple H will be completing in charge of the draft and all decisions coming out, and Vince McMahon will not have anything to do with this year's shakeup. I'm not sure we can believe that after what we've been seeing after what we saw on after what we've been seeing on Monday Night Raw, especially on the Raw after Mania. Also, Brock Lesnar versus Gunther is being planned for the summer, not at SummerSlam, or should I say SummerSlam, but it's not going to be at SummerSlam. It's planned for the summer, possibly at Money in the Bank, maybe in Saudi Arabia, I don't know. And when this match could potentially happen. Also, Logan Paul signs a multi-year contract extension with WWE after it was reported that the WWE went on a hiring freeze, and notes from Monday, WWE has described as Monday from Hell. Now, we are 4 months in 2023. There had been a hiring freeze since last year. Last year we seen like 15 big returns and debuts that Triple H had got: Gargano, Bronson Reed, Ciampa, Candice LeRae, Emma, Karrion Kross, and all these guys who made their returns. But since 2023, we haven't seen a WWE went on a hiring freeze. Now, it had been reported that there will be budget cuts. That Vince McMahon once the sale is complete with Endeavor, there will be budget cuts and people will get released, and there will be changes. Vince McMahon is back, and there's nothing that Triple H can do. So yeah, and that's what's gonna happen, really. I think I already saw this. Yeah, I already saw this. Also in AEW, Jeff Hardy back in AEW, but can we trust them? After what happened last year, after him being arrested for DUI, driving under the influence with a suspended license. Now AEW, Jeff Hardy made a return after his fifth DUI offense. Is it too soon for him to return in AEW? Can we trust them? Also, we got Chris Jericho and Keith Lee for the first time in a one-on-one match. That was also great. We had Darby Allin versus Swerve Strickland. Orange Cassidy versus he defends the AEW International Championship against Buddy Matthews in an absolute banger. That was last week. Yeah. Now, there was some rumors that Becky Lynch could leave WWE. The rumor that Edge may sign with WWE. The rumor that Drew McIntyre could leave and sign with AEW. That's not gonna happen. Drew McIntyre thing, I think they should turn him heel. Now Edge, who knows? I think Edge should retire in WWE. Who knows what can happen to him? Who knows what can happen to him? Also, we do got WWE wants to cut huge WWE draft surprise. I'm hearing rumors that Goldberg could sign with AEW. Yeah. So, I actually wanted to talk about this other news that Just Alice just is also talking about right now. WWE reaches an agreement with Twist to allow wrestlers to stream on the platform again. Over 2 years later, it appeared that Twist's ban had been lifted. Fightful Select reported on Tuesday that WWE and Twist have reached an agreement to allow WWE wrestlers back on Twitch with almost no restrictions. The small comfort is that they must get clearance first before streaming with people from other companies. Well, Fightful was very happy about the deal. Also wanted to say that NXT comes on tonight. You guys know that NXT comes on tonight. So I'm looking forward to NXT. But anyway, I might as well just end my video. It seems to me that Monday Night Raw is getting hard to watch like every week. Every week. Hard to watch like every. Now we do have now SmackDown. We have a lot of matches that are confirmed for SmackDown. Well, we do get the women's tag team titles. Well, they don't have Chelsea Green on here, and might as well use Carmella. These Raquel and Liv Morgan will defend against Chelsea and Sonya Deville for the titles on SmackDown this Friday. I forgot the other match. Well, actually, wait, we have Gunther. Yes, we have Gunther. We also got Gunther versus Xavier Woods for the IC title on SmackDown. And that's it. I forgot the other match. I forgot the other match. I don't know what it is. But I'll just leave it at there. Until next time, I'll end my video. I'll see y'all later.